Just a very quick note on what it is that you're about to watch. So this is a recording that was made during a live group session that I organized a week or two ago. It was a Q&A session, but at the end of it, I offered people a hypnotic induction just to kind of get us back, bolster up a little bit of strength during the onset of winter. So if you've been feeling a little bit like your batteries are depleted as the light thins, then this is for you. It's just a way of meeting the season gently, finding warmth as the temperatures drop and the light grows thin, and rediscovering that kind of glow inside of you that never goes out, but that feels a little bit more distant in the wintertime. What I would invite you to do, obviously this is going to be a hypnotic induction, so I will invite you to close your eyes. So please only continue with the session if it is safe and appropriate to do so. Please don't listen if you're driving, if you're operating any kind of machinery. I will put this out afterwards as a podcast and on YouTube so you can listen at that time. If your hands or your arms are crossed or your legs are crossed, I would just invite you to separate them. Place your feet firmly flat on the floor, hands on your lap, or if you're laying on the bed, just kind of separate your arms and your legs so that you feel completely at ease. And then as you settle into that comfortable position, perhaps you can bring your attention to the temperature of the air. Perhaps you can notice the temperature of the air on your skin. Then you might begin to become aware of something familiar at this time of year. A quiet turning. Sense that the world itself is drawing in a deeper breath. The leaves have fallen. The ground is crisp and harder. And even the sunlight begins to soften around the edges. Maybe you felt that too. A kind of inner echo. As if the rhythm of the earth quietly hums inside you. And you can sense it now, can you not? That gentle signal that it's time to slow, to reflect, to listen, to rest. And as you begin to listen to that rhythm, you can also reflect that even in the deepest of winter, something inside the earth is already preparing for springtime. And so as we travel into this season together, let's open up a small space. A space where you can invite your own warmth again. And so with every breath that you breathe in and breathe out, noticing the rhythm as you breathe in and as you breathe out. Somewhere deep within that space, perhaps inside your chest, inside your heart, inside your diaphragm, or somewhere else entirely, a light begins to glow. might begin, it's just a flicker. Candle flame behind the ribs, or a golden thread weaving through the chest. Quiet pulse of light, like sunlight remembered. And as you notice it, you don't need to do anything at all. You might even imagine it responding to your breath. With every inhale, brightening the glow. With every out breath, softening the edges of tension. Every breath in, brightening the glow. Every breath out, just softening that tension. And while that light gathers its strength inside, you might also begin to remember other times that you felt it. Moments of laughter, moments of movement, moments of flow, of connection. Times when your body was alive with purpose, with drive, with passion. It's interesting how memory can warm the body. How the mind can summon sunlight on a winter's day. And as that warmth spreads throughout you, through your shoulders, through your arms, down into your hands, into your palms, into your fingertips, down into your core, it might remind you of something more eternal. A place where light becomes fire. Deep in the quiet of your imagination. Maybe you can picture a small wooden cabin. Or a room deep inside yourself. It might be evening. And outside, the beginnings of snow beginning to fall. Softly. Silently. And inside, a fire burns steady and kind. It's not a fierce fire. It doesn't need to prove its strength. It just is. It just gives warmth. It radiates to everything around it. And you can sit there. Get a sense of that warmth beside the fire. Now, watching the flames shift, amber to gold, hearing the crackle, a faint, timeless crackle, feeling the gentle heat soaking into your skin. And you might notice that the more you look into the fire, the quieter your thoughts can become. As the warmth seeps deeper into the muscles, into the breath, into the spaces between the thoughts. And somewhere In that stillness, perhaps you can sense something important, a rekindling, a forgotten permission, perhaps a kindness towards yourself, towards a loved one, a remembering that rest, too, is sacred. And as you sit by that fire, you might begin to notice it glowing more brightly. Not burning, but becoming you. You breathe and the fire breathes with you. You exhale and the fire hums, crackling gently, warming your chest from within, warming your core. And somewhere in that gentle warmth, perhaps you might notice a small truth. And even as the outer world might grow darker, colder, your own heart knows how to keep you alive and bright, powerful. Because this is your hearth. This is your still point, your renewal. And as you leave that quiet room, crackling of the wood echoing off of the walls, the warmth follows. The warmth is carried in the body, carried through the veins, carried through the arteries, woven through every breath, every moment, every word you speak. And you can take a step outside. Stepping outside and noticing how the light inside of you can extend outward, beaming outward like powerful rays of sunlight. And perhaps you can see that snow or get a feeling, a sense of that snow glowing faintly, crisp and golden beneath your feet. Even the trees sparkle, and the cold feels alive. You walk slowly, peacefully, and with each step, perhaps you can hear the crunch of your footsteps. You leave a trace of warmth behind you. And yet this inner light doesn't just warm you, it illuminates your path ahead. It can reach into darker thoughts, it can reach into tired mornings, all those moments where motivation just seems far away. And without forcing anything, you can find that the world itself begins to feel lighter. As if the day has quietly agreed to meet you halfway. And as the journey begins to complete, you can sense yourself once again in rhythm with the season, the earth turning, The air cool and clear. The body steady, grounded, strong, alive. This is your natural wisdom. The same wisdom that moves the tides. The same wisdom that guides the trees to bloom and to rest. And so, as you begin to return to waking awareness now, only as quickly as you can bring with you this sense of balance, this sense of rest and renewal, calm and clarity, light and shadow existing together in peace. In a moment, I'll count up from 1 to 5 to bring you back up to a state of full and present awareness. And as I do, you can bring this gentle warmth all the way back. On 1 now, breathing in light. On 2, feeling calm throughout your chest, sending that wave of warmth throughout the whole of your body. On 3, feeling as free as a bird, feeling your body awakening. On 4 now, your energy returning, smooth and easy, like fresh spring water is bathing your eyes, whooshing through your mind. And on the next number 5, eyes open, alert, refreshed, quietly but powerfully radiant. Welcome back. Let's take a breath. Notice the subtle warmth that remains. It's in your chest, it's in your hands, it's in your thoughts. Perhaps certain parts of what I said remain and parts of the loops have closed, but the rhythm continues. Nature's rhythm, your rhythm, in tune. Different names for the same intelligence, the same nature. We're all the light of winter. We're all the light of summer. And every time you remember that, it can glow a little brighter, a little warmer. So thank you very much for sharing that moment with me. I hope it was a very warm experience. So be kind to yourself. And may your inner fire keep you warm. All right, until next time, take care. Thank you very much. And imagine what it'll be like to see you in the spring. Take care. Bye.